Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, the 2nd of March, 2020. And this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I am coming to you from Cheyenne, Wyoming. You can see over my shoulder there, you can see the snow out here. There's still tons of snow. Luckily, this morning, I emailed my DM last night. If you watched yesterday's video, I was having trouble getting out of here. I was stuck for 2.5 days almost. But my DM came on work today. Usually he's off on the weekends or most weekends, and he got me something pretty quick. So right now we're getting ready to roll here. We've got a bunch of snow starting to fall off my truck up off of the roof area over there. That's a good part about this truck being black, and once that sun comes out, it starts to get warm and starts to melt that stuff. The tough part is all the snow that's on my trailer. Hopefully that'll fall off pretty quick. It could be dangerous sometimes, so you got to be real careful. I think they can cite you for it, but I don't think they cite very many people. I did see that when I delivered over at Walmart over here in Cheyenne at the DC, they had like a scraper for the tops of trailers to get rid of the snow. I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know that would work so much at some of these truck stops because there'd just be too many people trying to use it when it snows like this. So anyway, I did get I haven't got a pre-plan yet, but I did get told to move the stage. I wish they would have done this yesterday, but I am going to deadhead almost 400 miles to Garden City, Kansas. And I've been to Garden City quite a few times when I was working for Dick's Sporting Goods. That used to be part of my district. So I'm looking forward to going back to Garden City, this time in this truck, so to check it out and see. So anyway, it should be a good day. We're going to see what's going to happen. I do have the forward-facing camera. We're going to see. We're going to head south towards Denver, and then we're going to head east and then cut south and head towards, we do have a fuel stop in Scott City, Kansas. Never been there. It's at a Circle K. I've never had a fuel stop at a Circle K either, but that's my fuel stop. So that'll be in about 350 miles, give or take, and then we'll have about 45 miles to get into Garden City. So I'm guessing it's going to be meat, and it's going to get staged, and we'll see where it goes from there. So I hope you guys have a great day. Follow along with me, and we'll check it out as we go. Whatever we see, we're going to enjoy, and whatever sort of comes to mind, we'll go that way, and we'll find out from there. So, but we are going to head south. We're going to hit the Mousetrap. If you don't know, I mean, most places have different names for places where interstates meet. We're going to go down where I-25 meets Actually, we'll cut before the Mousetrap because we're going to cut I-270 and go around a little bit and pick up I-70 going eastbound, and then head towards Kansas. So looking forward to that. We will talk to you a little later. Have a great morning. Okay, everybody. We are getting ready to leave the Sinclair Travel Center over here in Cheyenne. We're going to head down towards Garden City, Kansas. Got about 400 miles to get there. So it will take us the better part of 7 hours, give or take. We do have to have a fuel stop in there somewhere. So in Scott City, which I've never been to before. So one of the things I want to mention is in here is that we want to make sure we don't usually lock our trailer air supply. That's that red knob. We usually don't pull that during the winter months, especially if there's been some precipitation that you might have gotten in your brakes or whatever, because they can freeze like that, freeze shut, and then you'll see people with their axles on their tandems locked because they're not able to spin, and they'll end up dragging those tires till they just burst, or until they wear so flat on one side that they're unusable. So usually we don't do that. Now there are certain times, like for instance, I did activate that trailer supply because when I stopped, it was nice and dry and everything, and I was on a little bit of an incline, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to roll. So the important part for me to make sure about that then is that when I start to move, that all 4 sets of my tandem tires are rolling. And I did. I was able to check. Some people do that different ways. You can, right now, you can sort of see, I mean, I can see them. So, if I turn a little bit right, I can see them. Turn left, I can see the other side. So, but some people will check them in different ways. I've seen some companies have these like plastic long tabs that they put in there so that the driver can see the tires actually rotating, at least during those periods of time. And if they fall off or they take them off, they're just there temporarily. You know what I mean? So so then I also have seen, and what I probably do is, especially if it's late or whatever, is just get a little piece of chalk and just put a little chalk mark where you can see it from your side mirrors, and so you can see whether those tires are rotating. Like I said, I don't have any problem right now, so but we're in pretty good shape right now. So we're gonna get on to I-25 South. We're gonna head all the way down into Denver. So we're gonna go through Fort Collins and we're gonna go that way, and we're going to get off on I-270 and just a little sort of bypass there, pick up I-70 eastbound, and we're gonna run that for a few hundred miles. So so we'll check it out from there. Now this is to me, this is one of the weirdest little intersections right here over this bridge, the way you got to go depending on how you go. You can see how this like crosses left. So we're gonna go on the left side over here. It's just like I said, it's just really straight, you know. So we're going on the left side, and Emily's feeling good about rolling in here, and I'm glad that we're rolling. You see all these closed road, like little gates all over the place. I know that they had the road closed in areas on I-80 west of here towards Nevada, out that way, but it's actually, yeah. Anyway, out west of here, my brain's just not here right this second. But they had it closed to because they had some accidents over there, like a pretty big pileup last night. So I'm glad we're not headed that way, and then we're heading a little bit south to get out of this a little bit. So anyway, we are on I-25 headed south. We only have a few miles till we hit the border, the Cheyenne border. Now, one of the things that I feel bad about right now is that I've got, if you're behind me,
attention, a new important message has arrived.
I got snow behind on my trailer. I cleared the snow off of the rest of my truck, but off that trailer, there's nothing I can do about it right now. They did have this interesting, and I think I mentioned it when I started this video. They had this device to take all that snow off the roof of your trailer, but it was over there at the Walmart distribution center, and I don't think they're gonna let me back on there just to scrape the top of this trailer. So anyway, so we're rolling, and we'll pick this up a little bit later. See you in a few. Almost in Colorado here. Just thought I'd pick this up just a little bit. Didn't have far to go. We were only about 5 miles from the Wyoming-Colorado border when we came in. But I just thought this was an interesting view. Most of the time when you're driving up here, you know, this is beautiful and green, and have these plains out here on I don't know if this is technically the Front Range, but I believe it is. But you have this beautiful land out here. And right now, I mean, it is beautiful. I mean, it's full of snow, and one of the things that I think is going to be interesting about this job is driving different parts of the country at different times of the year, just to see the difference. I mean, if you've followed my my videos a little bit, you know that that there are places like up in New England and the upper Midwest and up there that I'm so looking forward to driving through when they start to turn green again, and then for those places that get the the fall colors and everything, so looking forward to that as we go. But just thought we'd stick with it. Usually I film these as we go state to state, so like I said, we'll be going through 3 states today, starting in Wyoming, going to Colorado, and then to Garden City. We'll see where we go from Garden City. What I'm going to guess, and knowing Jonathan, and after talking to Jonathan, and more than likely, we'll be heading west out of Garden City. But if not, that's fine too. But I'm guessing we'll be heading west towards like Southern California, maybe even Phoenix in that area. I haven't driven down there. I know some people have made runs down there, but I haven't driven down there to Phoenix with this truck. So, but we'll check it out as we go and see from there. But welcome to Colorado here in 1 second here. About a minute here. But no, it's a beautiful day. It's a little on the bright side. We're going just because of all this snow. Slower than usual until we hit some dry road. It is a little chilly out here. So according to the Emily Rose, we're just a little bit below the freeze mark. So we want to double check and make sure that we're not going too fast on these wet roads. Welcome to colorful Colorado. Right now it looks like there's one color and it's white. So anyway, but we're going to have a great day today. I'm just excited about getting rolling again, and we'll talk from there. One thing before I forget, I do want to start working a little bit on our Facebook page that we have. Duke City Devil Dog is is where we're at on Facebook. We're gonna start looking and posting a little bit there, and see if we can, get a little bit of following that way. Also, maybe do some live chat kind of stuff. Just see what's out there, and go from there. So, you guys have a good Monday, and we'll see you in a little bit.
In 1 mile, take exit 217B on the left to I-270 East.
Well, everybody, we are in Denver, at least Denver, right around Denver, just north. If you don't know about Denver, it's like a lot of big municipalities. Denver itself is not huge. I mean, it's good size, but but Denver itself is not that huge. What makes up the Denver metro area are all these smaller, or I wouldn't even say smaller, but towns that are spread out all over the place. Westminster, Aurora, Thornton, Arvada, Littleton. I mean, there's just a ton. You know, there's just a ton of them. So anyway, that's what really makes.
Lane from the left. Then take the exit to I-270 East.
That's what really makes up this area over here. So. And we're picking up 270 for just a really short period of time. And then we're going to pick up I-70 eastbound. It's going to go towards Aurora. And I lived in Aurora for a while. My first teaching job was in Aurora, at Aurora Central High School.
Continue on I-270.
So we're going to stick here on I-270 for about 6 miles, and let's see about getting it right here. But you can see there's a lot of. I'm going to say it's smog. I don't want to say. I mean, I don't think it's foggy. I'm looking and seeing some of these plants and stuff putting out smoke and steam or whatever into the atmosphere over here. That's really what I think it is. Let me see. The windowshield's a little dirty. Sorry about that. But anyway, we got about 5 miles till we pick up I-70 East. And then from there, we're going to run that for a couple hundred miles, and then on our way to Scott City, Kansas. So should be a nice little run. It's a nice day. The sun's out, not a lot of clouds, but it should be pretty good. All right, everybody. We'll catch you in a little bit. Howdy, everybody. It is 3:46 local time. It's about ready to change. We're about ready to cross into Kansas. We are on Colorado 96. That will change here in a few minutes. And we're headed towards Scott City for our fueling stop. And then to Garden City to stage ourselves for a load that hopefully will be ready late today or tomorrow. Probably, hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. But this will turn into Kansas 96 here in a minute. We're almost at the border. As always, I always like to film when we go between states if I can. We've been out here off of I-70 for quite a while. Last couple hours, and it's pretty out here. It's nice. I mean, there's not a whole lot out here. Some cattle, some grasslands. There is some farming out here. I'm not sure what they plant or what they farm, but that's out here. And not a whole lot of traffic, but quite a bit of truck traffic out here. I've driven these roads in a car. I've driven some of these in a truck. So it's just interesting to check it out and to see. But when you go across states and on some of these back roads and stuff, it's rather unassuming. You don't have all the other stuff that you have, like on an interstate that you would have. Like for instance, like right here, we're going to leave Colorado. have their little welcome to colorful Colorado sign going the other way. And all you have right here is you have a county line and a small sign that says welcome to Kansas. And that's it. And you're in Kansas. You know? We do have, like I said, about 62 miles. About an hour left till we get to our fuel stop. And then from there, I think we only have about 50 miles to where we're shut down for the night, I believe. So, anyway, again, this is now Kansas 96 East, and we will pick it up in a little while. Hey everybody, it is 5:45 Central Standard Time. That is local time here in getting ready to roll into Scott City, Kansas. So we just passed a bunch of feed yards, cattle yards. There were tens, if not hundreds of thousands of head of cattle out there. Just amazing to see how many cattle are out there. But it's sometimes you don't think where all of this food that we buy all the time, where it comes from, how is it processed. More than likely, I'm going to guess I'm going to a meat processing plant here in Garden City. That's what most of our pickups, our shippers in Kansas, Nebraska are. They're mostly mostly either beef or pork. Sometimes you'll get poultry, but that tends to come out from a little bit farther east. But like Arkansas, that area out there, you get a lot of poultry. So it's pretty interesting to see. And then there's other crops you can see. You've got these fields, some of them that are already plowed and ready to go for as the weather starts to turn warmer. You've got huge grain silos all over the place. You can probably see them in the distance out there. It's just farming and ranching land out here, but it's beautiful. But have never been this way on Kansas 96. We're going to turn off of it here in a minute. First, we're about 2 miles out of Scott City, and we got to make a fuel stop, and we'll do that. And once we get that done, we'll make our run into Garden City. We'll head there's a couple of truck stops there, one good sized one. We're going to head there. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a place to set up and park, and probably shut down for the night, and then we'll wait to see what our pre-plan looks like. I'm gonna guess we won't get it until tomorrow morning, sometime. Usually they want you to try to get close to here, and then to set up. Now it is possible that they could give
right on Main Street.
That they could give it to us this evening and have us run to the shipper, drop our trailer, shut down and do a 10 while we're waiting to pick up that load. That's a lot of times what they want to do. So, but we'll see from here. Anyway, this is Scott City, Kansas, and we'll pick you up in a few here.